Warlords, welcome to Saga Thursday, the show all about the skirmish miniatures game from Studio Tomahawk. I'm back with Davey for another battle report. Suckered you back, coming back in. And we're going to do something different this time. We're going to play historical Saga, proper Saga, as some would say, but not us here at the Saga Thursday HQ. But we're going to have a little fun. We're doing a inter-book matchup. As far apart as you can get, I'm running the Pagan Peoples, which sounds like a generic enough name. Could be represented in ancient times, but it's meant to represent the Baltic kind of native.
It's a rabble.
I'm sure there's some Vikings there.
It's rabble. It's just rabble.
Considered, native. That the Teutonic Knights and Baltic Crusaders fought it against. And this is 1400, I think, something like that. But the Republican Romans will be fielded by Davey here, and so they're about 300 BC. You know, looking at a 15, 16, 1700 year gap. But
what's a century?
Yeah, it's a century or two. So we're gonna try it out. This actually isn't the first time we've done this matchup. Worked pretty good. The small Pagan Peoples units are kind of matched by the smaller Roman units, so there's not a unit advantage that I'm used to playing Pagan Peoples. And the scenario is going to go a lot towards balancing out the action because we're playing a scenario from the Fimbulwinter rules pack. This one is called Wrath of the Warlords. It's got a diagonal deployment, but the special rules are essentially anything not killed in melee only counts as a levy for victory point purposes. So if you're shooting levy, killing levy, isn't that the name? Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. It's a day in the life of a peasant farmer. But if you're shooting a Hearthguard or even a Warlord, you kill a Warlord with shooting, he goes from 5 points, I think, in Massacre down to a big 1/3 value. So you're going to want to finish stuff off in combat. The Hearthguards are maybe a little safer than they would be otherwise against shooting. And the other part of the scenario is at the end of the game, any unit still in its own deployment zone, so it could be the other guys, that's fine. But if they're still in your own, they will count as dead at the end of the game. And they will count as levy, though, per the scenario. Special rules, because they're eliminated outside of melee. So there could be some mass stuff there. This is a random turn length, 50-50. It ends on turn 5. Could go to 6. So, but at the end of turn 5, both of us need to get out of our deployment zone as best as we can, if we haven't already. So we'll see who wants to push it here. You know? Maybe I'll try to hem you in and try to kill you that way. But if you're interested in this scenario, head on over to the Saga Thursday Discord server, link below. Take a look in the Saga Tournaments section, and you'll see a Fimbulwinter packet that has the 5 scenarios that are going to be played at the event, and this is one of them. So, are you ready for this, buddy?
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's jump to the action. This is our Saga battlefield for today. Pagan Peoples love those big terrain pieces of uneven goodness. We have a large field that's uneven, light cover. We have a large steep hill that's uneven, does not offer any protection against shooting. Over here we have a large forest, which is uneven, light cover. Davey did put down a little swamp to keep me honest down here. Davey's forces arrayed before us are a unit of levy javelin boys. The rest are warriors, except for the 4 Hearthguard back there, Triari. So their spears are a little longer. He's running the Tribune Warlord. So he's weedy in combat, but provides we obey ×2. So that's not too shabby. So he's going to have 2, 3, 4, 5 warrior units and units of 6. And yeah, he's looking pretty good. Over here, setup is not dissimilar. I'm looking at 2 points of levy split into 4 units of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So these guys are getting ready to teleport up here. That's why they're so far off. I'm trying to lure lure these guys into an ambush. Look at my weaker forces here, Davey. Surely you will defeat them easily. I've got 3 points of warriors split into 2 units of 6, and then a unit of 12 archers. So these are just the hand weapon shield guys down here. I've got a warlord on foot, and in the corner here, 4 Hearthguard ready to pop out with their heavy weapons, do some smashing. So I do like the mounted options for the Pagan Peoples, but I don't have any painted currently. They're still in process, and I think we're going to have a good matchup on our hands. Davey is going first, so he'll be rolling 3 Saga dice. Two uncommons and one common. Davey has placed 2 dice on Stabili Gradui. This one is Orders of Reaction, defensive ability. It's going to affect all his units, which can close ranks and their maniples. That would be for my turn, or maybe the turn after. It's up to him. He doesn't have to pop it until one of my turns. And then he's got 1 warrior activation, but don't be deceived. There are 2 We Obeys waiting in the wings from that little guy right there. He's kicking it off with a We Obey from the Tribune, one of his 2, to move those guys up medium. And we are more than long away, so they won't be able to shoot at this point, but who knows what Davey's got in store. Oops. Oh, he's a warrior.
Oops.
Get the levy.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, sneaking a warrior in there. You cheeky boy.
Yes, it is.
All right, Dave's going to use determination to move up his Tribune. All right, Dave's going for it. He's going to We Obey once again. He's going to move up his levy, and then he already told me that he wants to shoot. That's a shocker. How much are these guys getting paid for this? Pretty far from the battle line here.
Yeah. Move them or lose them.
All right, Davey's going to lay in some shots to that levy unit right there. Dave is going to hit on 4s. I'm going to leave that fatigue up. Didn't matter. So you got 2 hits. I'm looking for 2 saves. Come on, 4s. Saved them. Oh, that's a kick in the gonads.
Ouch.
We got the levies way out ahead of the battle line. Davey, what's next? We've got a warrior activation. Just gonna leave them to their fate? Bad idea. Keep the Saga pipeline going. If somebody can jump one of your units on their turn, you want a unit of your own in range. So Dave is spending Saga die to do this. He's going to be out of activations, but he might be able to do a little maneuvering to shunt some guys up. We shall see. So, yep, Dave can move up a little bit. The units in the field and the steep hill, you cannot maneuver if you are in terrain. But he can move up the rest of his boys. So here's the battlefield at the end of turn 1. So Davey did go forward, trying to start shutting down my levy units. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. His levy's now exposed. I could lay a lot of shots into him, but in the game of Saga, nothing is certain, so I could very well shoot with everything and just kill 1 or 2 levy. That would really not be good for me. We'll see. And then I've got these guys in reserve still up here. I'll be rolling 5 dice as I go into my first turn. Four commons, 1 uncommon. So we won't be activating too many levies at this point. I've got 1 warrior activation, 1 levy activation. I've got Lema. This is a great ability. You can see it a lot. And I did put 2 dice on Perkons. I measured, and both of my warrior units are in range, so I could charge and do some damage to those levy if I need to. We shall see. Start with a shooting activation from my big unit of warriors here. I'm going to spend a die to do that. Everybody is in line of sight and range, so I will have 6 dice. Hitting those levy boys on 4s. They're javelin boys. Okay, let's see. Big one big hit here, Davey. Got one. Pink. I'm going to use Wheelbay from the Warlord. Activate that unit of levies there. I'm going to stay within shooting range, but I'm going to move these guys up short. And I think I can just get into the terrain piece there. Touch with one guy. It's not going to do much. It'll slow me down, not give me any extra cover stuff, but there's an ability where if I'm in a piece of terrain, I can do something to you. Don't know the wisdom in this, but I will get 3 javelin shots at the levy. 4s. Whoa, 3 big hits. Davey's got 3 big fails. We don't like where this is going, do we?
No, we don't. Not at all.
Now spend a Saga die to activate this unit of levies here and clear a lane for these warriors for a charge, hopefully. But I will get 3 javelin shots. 4s. 3 hits again. Hopefully I'm not using up all my luck. These opening volleys. 3 saves, Davey. 2 saves. Or 2 fails, 1 saves. To spend the Percon's ability to charge these guys in. You're going to come in with some bonus attacks. I don't like getting the warriors up in the grill of your army. I've only got 2 units of warriors versus your many units of warriors with weapons. But
looks like they're dying easy today.
I gotta finish them off. Warriors come in with 6 attacks. I gain 4 bonus attacks from the Percon's ability. Davey will generate 2 attacks with his javelin boys. And I am not going to use the Lema ability. I'll save that, but I will spend your fatigue to make you easier to hit. Hopefully I can take you down to 2s. Wipe you out. You hit me on 4s, I'm hitting you on 2s. So I got 8 hits. And you
I got 1.
Probably have 1 guy left here, maybe. 1 or 2. Nobody's close enough for a fatigue bomb, so you're not worried about that. You saved 3, so 4 guys go down. You block on 5s. So you got 3 blocks there. And then I'll block. I blocked 1.
You got 3?
So I'll kill 4 of your guys.
4.
And then you will retreat. And I will put a fatigue. So the model furthest away goes directly away from the closest enemy.
But I can go like this, can't I?
Well, the furthest model has to go directly away from the closest enemy. The other guys you can control. You just have to make a legal unit formation and go a full. They go full short. So end up like that.
Gotcha.
And take a fatigue. I'll pull my warlord back. There is kind of a lane here. He could run up, do some stuff. I know the Romans can be surprisingly speedy. This is how it's looking at the end of my turn 1. So not too bad. So I took down his levy. So one thing was, I forgot to say, at the start of the game, we bid to determine who was going to go be first player or second player. So I bid 2, and I decided to be the second player. So Davey is up 2 points at the start of the game. Now the levy that I've eliminated so far are worth 4 points. You know, every 3, and you round up. So I killed 10. That goes to 10. 4 points. So I'm up by 2 at this point. But got some fatigued warriors here. He's getting closer to my lines. Davey generates 7 Saga dice, even after taking the levy down. He has Stabili Gradui up on his board, which takes 2 dice. He's just going to roll 6 Saga dice, he's decided. A couple rares, a couple uncommons, a couple commons.
A bit of everything.
Hey, Davey's board after 6 dice. He's got 2 warriors activations, 1 levy. Combine that with 2 wheelbays. He's got a lot of action, especially Quincux here. So there's 2 more movements, big movements, and shooting defense. He'll have melee defense on his turn if he doesn't like what I'm up to. And then Gladius, he used a rare down here. So his warriors on foot gain 3 attack dice. And if he used a rare, I must discard 3 attack dice. So whenever he pops that, that is going to make me sad. Let's see what he does. Davey's spending the levy activation to charge his 2 levy back in. Trying to weaken my warriors further. So Davey will have 1 attack dice coming at me. I have 6 attack dice for 6 warriors. Now I could close ranks. That'll deny him the +1 to hit with his javelins, and I'll block on a 4. But I would only have 3 attack dice, and there's 2 of them, and I'd really just like to eliminate them completely at this point. And I think Davey might have some designs on these warriors. They might not be long for the world, possibly. So we'll see about that. But I've got 6. He's got 1. I'm going to use his fatigue to. I'm hitting him on 3s currently. 4 hits should do it, but I'll take you down to 2s just to make sure. Yeah, who knows what I'm gonna roll here. So I made 6 hits on you. So yeah.
Need to save.
And 1 on me. Saved it.
Still haven't killed anything. All right, you see how that was done?
This is how you play Saga, boys.
Just enough.
Yeah, so.
No, actually, overkill by 1.
Got it by 1, so it's a good thing. Taking it down to 2s, I think was the right call. There's nobody within short to care, but I will take another fatigue. Davey popped the Quinn Cook's ability. He's going to move this unit and this unit, both warriors. They go a medium plus a short on this one. Penetrating the death column I've left open right here. And we were chatting, and Davey agreed. If I had left my warlord there probably would have been a death strike against her. And my Hearthguard are way over here yet, so pulling him back was the right call. Maybe, he still might be able to get there. We'll see. Not totally sure what this boy's up to. Davey's using a Saga die to charge into my warriors. That is a 7-pack there. Coming in, he's going to have 7 attack dice. If you want to lay him out there, buddy. I have 6, but I'm going to close ranks. Because I don't want to take a beating here. I'm feeling like I'm going to roll a lot of 4s. That's what I feel like. So it's going to go to you first for Saga abilities. You do have Gladius in the queue for some pretty big buff, actually. I've got 2 fatigues. You've got 1. What do you want to do?
I'll use 1 fatigue to make it easier to hit, so I'm hitting on 3s.
Davey's going to hit me on 3s versus 4s for him there. I'm going to pop the Lema ability. I'm going to gain 2 attack dice. And I'm going to just inflict an automatic hit on you because you have 1 fatigue. Goes back to you.
I'm going to make it easier to hit you again.
Okay.
So I'm hitting on 1s.
On 2s. 3 down to 2.
Right.
So you hit me on 2s with the fatigue, and then I'm going to spend your fatigue to get me back up to a 3. If things go right, I could still have a 4-pack here of warriors, which would be nice. We're out of fatigues. You have Gladius. Are you going to hold on to that? Or
I'm going to hold on to that.
He's holding on to Gladius. So I'm hitting you on 4s with 5 dice. And
I'm hitting you on
3s with 7. So 1 hit. Save myself at least 1 hit.
2, 4. That's a miss.
All right. So I got 1 hit and 1 auto on you. So 2 on you, blocking out 5s.
Here's my 2.
And nice.
Jeez,
What did you do to me? 5 hits
5.
or 5 hits? Okay. Blocking on 4s. Come on, baby. Nope. I was going down regardless. I probably shouldn't have closed ranks, I guess. But I'll take 4, so I have 2 left.
And I took 2. These are melee, so we got to put them different, right?
Correct. Fatigue at the end of this, and you'll have a fatigue, Davey.
Yep.
And then, as you just stated, these are killed in melee, so they have their full points. Davey's activating these guys again. They're going to go into my other 6-pack of warriors. Target the farmers, Davey.
the only things that die.
You will have a fatigue going in.
So,
All right, Dave's going to have 6 attacks. I'm going to have 6. I'm not going to close ranks. It's going to go to Davey first for abilities. It's just Gladius or not. Are you going to do it?
yep, gonna pop Gladius.
Let's pop in Gladius. You have the rare on there, so you gain 3 attacks. I lose 3. And both hitting each other on 4s. If you hadn't done that, I would have left your fatigue, because the lame ability just gets better and better the more fatigues you got. But I really don't want to get butchered here, so I'm going to use your fatigue to increase my armor to 5. And hope I can weather the storm here. At least I got Gladius out of the way. Let's roll. 4s. 2 hits.
4.
4 hits. Yeah. Didn't make a difference. So 2 on you, 4 on me. Looking for 5s to block. Blocked 1, so 3 go down. And we'll lose a Saga die.
Yeah.
Oh, you dirty
That's
dog.
close. Clean living, Joe.
Clean living. Very nice work there, buddy. So I'm going to lose a few of these guys, 3 of them. Davey's got Determination on the Tribune and 2 of his wheelbase. So use Determination on the Tribune. Is how it's looking at the end of Davey's turn. So he's looking pretty good. He's knocked down 2 of my war units below Saga Die generation. Those are my fighters, so it's going to be tough coming in. If he chooses to close ranks, those levies aren't going to be doing too much. And if I'm shooting him, I'm not getting the full points. So I've got some decisions to make. I do have my reserves all the way over on the edge there, so I can probably make a move with those guys. I'm going to generate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Saga dice, even after a little smashing. Not too bad. Oh, no horsies. That makes a big difference there, Davey. A little respite before the storm. All right, so I've got 1 Hearthguard or Warlord queued up, 1 Levy. I've got Metsamate. There's going to be some sneaky ambush this turn. I've got Percons. Activate for charge, 4 bonus, and then Lema, our classic here. Davey is going to pop Stabila Gradui, which means he's going to be very tough in close combat. And he still has Scuda up, so he'll be able to take some shooting. Davey, we're going to kick it off with Metsamate. Activate a foot unit of 6 figures or less. I'm going to use it on my Hearthguard. And you thought my Hearthguard were over there, Davey.
Oh, they were.
It was a
They
trick.
are.
We were hiding in the uneven ground this entire time. So I'm going to move them. They got to be very short away. Models. We're going for the...
Going for the big guy.
Your Hearthguard is right there. I have to hope for overwhelming devastation to take out the Tribune. I'm going to pop Percons for a charge. Hearthguard generate 8 attacks plus 4 for Percons. The Tribune, he's a big talker, not a fighter, unfortunately. Your armor is 5, but I'm going to be swinging heavy weapons, so I'm hitting you on 4s, and you're hitting me on 4s with your 2 attacks. The Stabili Gradui doesn't affect him. He can't close ranks, and he's not a maniple. Scuda is a shooting reaction only, so got Lema in the wings, but I'm not going to pop that at this time. I'm going to roll these dice. I'm looking for 4s. You're looking for 4s. Big money. No whammies. Alright, so I've got 5 hits on you.
I've got 1.
1 on me. Going for it all here. For me, I go down. You saved 1. So, you're going to take 4 wounds. So, put 3 fatigues on your boss man. And then you have to decide if you pull 1
Or I could put 2
One
on
hard
him.
guard.
2 on these guys, couldn't I?
There's no point
No.
because you'll take a fatigue after the fight, anyways.
Okay. These guys, I lose 1. Mm-hmm. 1 and 3 fatigues.
So I was hoping for some more devastation
more.
there, but gonna just pop back in with the activation. So I'm gonna have a fatigue for the original fight and then a fatigue for this second activation, and we're gonna fight again. For this one, I'm gonna start with 6 attack dice to your 2. I'm gonna pop Lema. I'm gonna gain 2 attacks and then 3 auto hits for the 3 fatigues that you have. And then I'm hitting you on 4s. You're hitting me on 4s. I have 2 fatigues, so you could actually take yourself up 1 to armor 6, but you can't take yourself higher than armor 6. I'm going to be hitting you on 5s regardless.
I think I'm good.
So you're going to leave my fatigue?
Yeah, because if you're going to kill him, you're going to kill him anyway.
Okay, so Davey thinks I'm going to kill him regardless. I'm going to roll these dice. So you hit me on 4s. 1 hit. I'm hitting you on 4s. I've got
Yep.
4 hits plus the 3 autos, so you're going to be blocking 7. So I'm going to roll the 1 against me right away. Takes him down. That dirty Tribune. This is supposed to be
he's tough.
easy work. I'll remove him. So Dave, you need to save, I think, the majority of these.
Not that many.
Okay, so the Tribune goes down, but you did some damage there.
I will put on everybody.
Yep, everybody in the entire warband will take a fatigue. So give me some respite
I've got 1 more over there, yeah.
to do We Obey from the Warlord. My big unit of shooters, 6 shots into your warriors there. 6 dice hitting on 4s. David, do you want to pop Scuda?
Yes,
Or
I am.
not?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to cancel the first casualty here automatically, so that's not too bad. Go for 4s. 3 hits on ya. Saved
2.
1. So 2 hits go through, and then 1 is canceled with Scuda. Spend a Saga die on this unit of levies. We're going to encircle
Ah!
this little unit. I don't want you to get away, Davey. And then we'll do a shooting activation, 3 dice. Looking for 4s, nothing on the board. 3 hits. Really need to take you down here.
Jeez.
Still feeling the burn. Oh, 3 kills.
I
Now,
haven't seen one thing from shooting this entire game.
so these do only count as levy for victory point purposes. So he's putting them in his levy pile over there. Warlord, she's not afraid of 2
No.
warriors. My turn 2. What a battle here, Davey. So I did take out a Saga die there. Saga die from your Warlord. This one was kind of probably shouldn't have happened, but I'll take it. We've got a fight on our hands here. Warriors are down, not out. The Hearthguard, you got to kind of go after those guys. Spend some resources there. So hopefully you're going to let up on the rest of my boys. You're going to generate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Saga dice
Yep.
this turn.
Romans.
All right, so Davey's generating 5 dice. No rares. He's got 1, 2 pigs. Probably a good. Are you just going to roll it right away?
Yeah, I'm going to roll it.
Okay, yep. So for a cascade. Another rare. Are you just going to roll it?
No
That
count.
one doesn't. The one out
The
there
one
doesn't
out,
count.
okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good.
Yeah, you're up to 7. So you definitely got
Definitely got some
stuff
stuff.
to work with here. All right. Davey queued up 4 warrior activations. Probably a lot of rests in the future. Maybe he wants to slug it out. I like to see this. This is hardcore raw Saga when you just ignore your abilities for pure activations. 1 hearth card. Quick cooks, 2 movements. And he popped Legion already to peel a fatigue off these guys. So Everybody's got a fatigue except those two guys. They got 2 fatigues down there. Davey spent a Saga die to declare a charge against the Triari into my Hearthguard, looking for vengeance. You have a fatigue. I've got 3 fatigues, so I'm generating 4 attack dice. I have heavy weapons, which don't give me any option to close ranks. Now I am exhausted after that display of bravery, which cancels out the heavy weapons, so I'm at a +1, -1. So after all said and done, I'm hitting David on a 5. He's hitting me on a 4, and we've got some fatigue to play with. What do you want to do?
I'm going to hit you on 3s.
Okay, I'm going to 3s. He spent 1. What's next? I will spend your fatigue to take you down to 4s.
I'll spend a fatigue to make it 5s.
Okay, so we're back up. And then there's one last bit of fatigue.
I'll take the last one to hit you on 2s.
You want to hit me on 2s? Finish me off? Okay.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
All right, so you're looking for 2s. I'm looking for 5s. Come on, a bunch of 5s. Oh! Oh, man.
Nice roll.
4
That's a
hits
beauty.
each. Let's see what karma
Yeah, but that was
does.
hitting me on 2s. All right. Wow.
Oh,
All right. Well,
there
let's
might
see
be
what
some
happens.
karma here with the defense
We'll see.
dice.
So I save on 5s.
We both save
Save
on
on
5s. Yep.
You got them
Yeah,
all.
at least 1. I saved 2, but 2 go through. So, oh, that's a hard bust there.
That's-
You need
that's
every little.
I need every little one I can get.
Yeah, so
So I'm going to take out this guy. I don't think I'm going to lose much.
I remove first,
Yeah.
and then you can measure from that guy
Yeah.
last. So
I
just
think
confirm
I'm okay. Yep, I'm okay.
he's out. Yeah, so, all right.
Nice roll, Joe.
Well, that worked out
That's
well.
a beauty. No, I didn't. We
Yeah,
both
that
lost.
was mission accomplished for those guys. I'm like, man, if I could take out both of those somehow, the combination of going in, you block a bunch to try to live or something, you know, some chicanery. That's going to be huge. You know, those should have been just free points for you. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it's kind of a trade-off now. So Davey spent a die to rest, and then he's going to spend a die to charge in to these levy here. Punish them. Right, I've got 2 attack dice. Davey is rocking 5 attack dice. There's no fatigue or abilities in play, so I think he's just trying to knock out a Saga die, and this is what I would do personally against the Pagan Peoples. He's looking for 3s. I'm looking for 4s. 2 misses.
I got 4, Joe.
4 hits. Blocking on 5s. Save 3 of them. 1 goes through. So you did accomplish your objective, but just barely. I'm heating up here, Davey.
You certainly are.
Kill this guy. Now, if you can push me deep enough into my deployment zone, that's actually going to be a win at the end of the game here. Davey's going to arrest those guys with a die. He's got 1 more warrior activation after this, and then Quincux for a move.
I'll do Quincux now.
Okay, you do Quincux now.
And then I'm going to charge him.
That's good. And then you'll use a Saga die?
Yep.
On these guys?
On these guys.
These guys?
Yep.
They're going to charge into here?
Yep. And I pick up a...
Alright, so you have a fatigue when you come in. 2 attack dice again. Davey's got 6 this time. He has a fatigue. I will... I think I will leave it on there rather than try to save myself. I don't see any situation I can get through with a guy. So you hit me on 3s. I'm hitting you on 4s. Hoping to take down a couple of you with me. 1. 3 hits on me.
You got 1, Joe?
I got 1 on you.
Coming back.
Save 2. You got 1 again.
We both got
I
1.
killed a guy, so you're going to bounce off me.
Yep. Got 1.
Get
That
rid
was
of
you. Jeez.
this guy in the...
Those pagans fight better than the Romans. I go back S, right?
Yep. I think we got ourselves a Saga dice grind, because I think my goal is going to be to take down your Saga dice on these warrior packs and try to come out ahead by the end.
Yeah. But I did take out 3 dice that time, which was nice.
All right. End of Dave's turn 3, going into my turn 3. Still got these guys hanging out there. be a miracle. Oh, with quick cuts, you can actually get them into the fight pretty quick if you need to. But you got these 3 warrior packs. I'm generating 1 for that 6-pack, 1 for my warlord, 1 for the 11-pack, and 1 for the unit still in reserve over there. So that's 4 Saga dice for me. So not much to play with. Here we go. 2 commons, 2 uncommons. Let's play. All right, we've got warriors, levies, Lema, our favorite, Kira, for some versatility. Let's get going. The warriors died. Activate the big archer pack. Plug some shots into those 6ers. 6 dice, hitting on 4s. Ooh, big roll. 5 hits, Davey. You can match it, my friend.
Man, when have you not had a big roll? More good shooting.
These will count as levies.
I don't think they're pagans. I think they're elites.
Yeah. 4 go down. That's rough. It's going to be a Saga die. Put those in the levy pile. Use We Obey on these warriors. I'm actually going to charge them in there. I want to exhaust these guys. And you don't have a chance of eliminating the unit. And maybe if I get lucky, I can just kill them. I got 3 warriors for 3 attacks. You got 2 warriors closing ranks. So you got just 1 attack coming back. I do have a fatigue on me. I'm not going to use your fatigues.
I'm not going to use it either.
Okay. So I'm looking for 4s. You're looking for 4s. You got a hit, you cheeky boy. 4s. Come on, baby. 1 hit.
Nope.
Saved it. We both saved it. I'll fall back.
That makes them exhausted.
You're exhausted. These guys have 2 fatigues. Termination, Warlord. She's gonna charge it. Yeah, she's my last fighter, so I want to keep her as fresh as possible. Warlord has 8 attacks. You want to close ranks?
No, I'm gonna try and get a fatigue on her.
I think so. Okay. Davey's not closing ranks. All right, we've got fatigues to play. I'm fresh. I'm going to use my fatigue, take my armor to 6. Since you're a -1 to hit and you're exhausted, you won't be able to hit her.
6s are always hits.
6s are not always hits.
Well, that's a silly rule, Joel.
And I'm going to use the other 2 fatigues to take you down to 2s. So, 6 cracks at it. I'm going to make 5 of them.
That must be a different set of rules that I play.
Yeah, it must be Milwaukee Saga.
Hey! Yeah.
Pretty good roll, but just
not
barely got 2.
There's my 6s.
Yep. We'll take a fatigue after the fight. This is my last fighting unit, so I got to keep her as fresh as possible. I activate this unit of levies for a movement. Davey, do you want to shorten the movement?
No, we're not going to use a fatigue.
All right. We're going to just move up. I want to try to block. I want to maintain this unit, so I got to run some interference. So even though they have a fatigue, they're not the ideal unit. They can still get in the way. And they're going to do their free javelin shooting. Rating 3 shooting dice with the 5 guys. You've got 2 fatigues on you, so even though I have a fatigue, and my shooting's not going to be great, I'm going to pop Lema to gain 2 more attack dice and 2 auto hits. Now, I do have a fatigue, so you could increase your armor from 4 to 5 on this for the die.
Right.
You want to do that or leave it?
Yeah, I'm going to do that, Joe.
Okay. Going for 4 to 5s.
Didn't make a difference.
So 5 hits. I got at least 2 through to knock down a Saga die. These are the auto hits.
Yeah. Nice roll.
Just
all right. Saves on
4s.
On 3.
More
Got him again.
More junk.
More junk.
Activate a unit of 6 or less models. We got to get out of our deployment area. So we're getting out. I'm going to go as far as we can. And then they got a couple bonus shots. 3 dice there. 3 dice into that 2-pack there. 1 hit. Doesn't save, naturally. Why would you expect that at this point in the game? End of my turn 3 in a crazy bloody game. You've got, you have 2 Saga dice on your turn, 5 there, 7 there. It's looking pretty rough at this point with 1, 2, 3, 4 on me. You might be able to get that one down if we're going for a Saga die slugfest. It's looking pretty tough at this point, but I do need to get these guys out of the deployment zone, or else there'll be a lot of death. We'll see, maybe get a little cascade.
You need a cascade.
Crazy rares. All right, let's see what you can roll here, old man. Rare and a common. Cash it in.
Can I do it again?
Oh, yeah. No. And those are not good for warriors.
No, they are not.
But Quincux uses that uncommon, so at least you'll be able to move them. He's got Quincux queued up, warrior activation, and then Legion, which is used in the orders phase. So he's going to choose a maniple, remove a fatigue. I think you said, which one? These guys right here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're going to fresh. Using Quincux to use that, move that 1 unit, so it moves up to 2 units. So the Legion fatigue's gone. And Quincux says up to 2 units within M of each other, so 1 unit is within M of itself, so you can just use it once. So a nice way to move a unit of warriors with an uncommon die. And you're just going to go to the medium? You don't want to go to the short?
No, because I'm going to use my last one to charge it.
Oh, you dirty boy. Might as well just move
I'll
them in.
just move them
Just move them in directly, yeah. So Quincux to move closer, and a die, your last die to charge. This is going to be the last thing.
And that will give me a fatigue.
For your turn 4, coming in with a fatigue. He's got 5 attack dice. I've got 2. Can't close ranks or anything. You're hitting me on 3s. I'm hitting you on 4s. I am fatigue free. You have a fatigue. I'm going to leave your fatigue. So there's nothing else to discuss. Hit you on 4s. Nothing. 3s for me.
3, Joe?
Yeah, 3 hits. The levies are always good at saving. Kill 1, kill 2. Kill these 2. Retreat out of our deployment zone. End of Davey's turn, pretty quick. Coming up on mine, I'm generating 3 Saga dice. 1 for the Warlord, 1 for the Warriors, 1 for that 6-pack over there. A lot of random levies walking around. 3 commons. Gonna be tough to move levies with that roll, Davey, but not impossible. Got Hearthguard, actually Warlord activation, queued up. Got Warriors and Kira, any unit less than 6, so I can still activate the levies. Use Kira to activate this unit of levies for a charge. Yeah!
Giddy up, cowboy.
I'll do the same trick I did last time with my Warlord, so hopefully this works out. So I get 2 attack dice. Davey chose to close ranks, so he's got 2, and it's going to cancel my +1, so he's hitting me on 3s. I'm hitting him on 4s. I'm going to leave your fatigues on. 1 hit. 2 hits from you.
Save? Of course not.
Save 1, fail 1. Levies are always good for 1.
They are. And you get to go in the right direction. That's the big thing.
Yeah, it's like a move towards the... Now that Davey is fully exhausted, I'm going to rest my Warlord with determination and then charge in with the die. Similar to the situation last time, you do have 4 more warriors. So are you going to close ranks?
Yep.
Yep. So
Gotta hope for the
with
magic.
all those fatigues, I'm going to increase my armor to 6 with 1. You're exhausted, so your 2 attack dice are gone. And then I'll use the other fatigues to take you down to 2s, and hopefully that's good enough. 2 misses. So, roll a few 4s here. You'll be make it through. I got to kill at least 1 for
5,
6.
Got to kill at least 1. Okay. Big numbers.
Junk. Look at that junk.
All of them.
They're completely eliminated. Nobody's within short, so nobody cares. Take a fatigue. It's going against it here, bud.
Yeah, that's a tough roll.
Use We Obey. Get these warriors moving. Spend a Saga die to activate this unit of warriors for movement. Do you want to shorten it, or you can just cancel it?
I'll cancel it altogether.
Okay, yep. They're still kind of deep in the deployment zone. Alright, so it's the end of my turn 4. Davey has 1 unit generating a Saga die. I've got about half my army into the middle. I'm going to have turn 5. It might end at turn 5, so we might just have one more turn. Davey can't really do much. I'm so ahead on points at this point that even if a couple of these don't make it to out of the deployment zone, I think it's going to be a win for the Pagan Peoples. So let's take a closer look at the points just to confirm that. But I think that might be it for now. We'll do the conclusion. Come on, Davey. Wipe those tears, friend. All right, so we added it up at the end of turn 4. I had 27 points to your 13 points. Yep. With the Warlord added in, I've destroyed a lot of units completely. That really added up. And so we're gonna call it there. Don't see much point in pushing it forward. You probably could scoop up another couple points just statically, just hunkering in your corner, using my fatigues. I could still wipe out a few more units there. So that's the end of it. So that was an interesting game. So this is the second time we've done Romans versus the Pagan Peeps. And last time was actually much closer, as I recall. So it kind of went away from you there with some key failed shooting blocks early on. I really could have opened up with all those shooting and killed like two or three of the levy, and then I could have charged in and just kind of fluffed it. So there was some key combat setting the tone in the beginning. I guess probably pushing them that forward, that aggressively. Yeah, in hindsight, it didn't do anything. You would have had, you should have knocked off a Saga.
I should have knocked off one Saga dice.
That doesn't kick in until turn 2 or turn 2 or 3 when I have 9 generating units with the Pagan Thieves. They're dirty little rascals. So
my thought was, you place a gun line, I gotta go forward. Okay. If I sit back, I'm just gonna get out. So maybe they were a little too aggressive.
Was the right call for sure, because there was some interesting, as he pushed me back, you're kind of going toe-to-toe with the levies. You're not really winning. I mean, you're knocking down my Saga die, but it's just tough to kind of wipe them out. But as you're pushing, I could envision you having like a line. Obviously, the big train in the middle hurt you, but with Quincugs, you can actually zip through that.
Go right through it.
You're faster than everybody else. So if you kind of deployed on that one side, if you'd done a more central deployment, you could have pushed through a line of bodies and then, maybe
stop you from coming.
Turn 3 or 4.
You've got to start coming forward. Otherwise, on turn 5, I might get the points.
You have a line of bodies, and I'm 2 moves away of getting out of my deployment zone, and I'm in a real pickle there. So I think there was a recipe for success in there, maybe with a different deployment, and then maybe would have went the same way with the shooting and stuff like that. So it was definitely a little hot. But on the flip side, I didn't roll any rares for like 3 turns. The Pagan Peeps. And like we talked, each rare they get is just the real nail in the coffin. So I think it was a little unlucky there, but made up with the luck on the shooting for sure. Can't complain about that. And
I saved well.
I wouldn't be so bold as to say that, my friend. But it was a good game. I would definitely do it again. And if you're playing at Fimbulwinter, taking a shooty faction is perfectly viable, even with this one scenario. So it probably just saved you, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 massacre points at most. I shot mostly Levy and then got lucky enough to get most of the rest in hand-to-hand. But it's going to be a tough matchup. Davey, I'm a canny general. So
truly are.
You're not going to be able to stop the ambushes when they come. So, thanks for playing. I'll give you
Absolutely.
Camera on handshake, just to prove there's no hard feelings. And we'll do it again.
We will.
Catch you later. Bye, folks. Saga! If you'd like to see more Saga content, consider joining the Heathen Army over on Patreon, or popping on down to the Saga Thursday Discord server. Links below. Thanks, guys.